Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will be creating the ToDo API. So let's jump right into it. We'll start by creating the ToDo route. So go to your routes folder, create a new file, name it as ToDo routes.ts. The first thing that we want to do is we want to copy this line, paste it here, and create a new router. So we'll say const ToDo router is equals to new router, and we'll use todo router dot post, give it as insert, and use a function that will be creating in some time, and export this todo route default todo router. Yes, that's it. Now go to controller, create a new controller, new file, name it as todo controller dot ts. Now we again need an import, that is this one. Paste it here. Now let's name the function as export const insert todo, which will have async function, and it'll be a function with request as request. We know the drill. Request and response as response. Yep. And here we need to get the body. So we'll say body is equals to await await response dot request dot body dot value. Yes, that is how we'll do it. Now we'll go ahead and import it here, slash insert and insert to do, and change it to dot ts. Yes, that's good. Now we will go ahead, create a function to actually insert a to do. So for that, we'll actually change the user type as we are including the to-dos. So we will make this to-do as an array of string. As a person can have multiple to-dos, so we'll be using strings to store a particular to-do, and an array as a format to store all the to-dos. So now we need to export a function insert to-do. As we are not actually creating a new user, so it will be a modified query, not an insert query. We'll say async will pass the username as string and to-dos as array of string. Now here we'll call return await user dot update. One is the function to update, and then we will be passing the user query to find the particular user name that we want to find, which will be username. Then we'll say we want to set the given to-dos to the to-dos that we have passed now. This should close here, and this is an extra. Yes, there we go. This looks good. Now in here we'll call this back. So we'll say const updated for now. We'll just console log it to see whether it's working or not. Then update is equals to await insert to do, and we will pass body dot username and body dot to do's. We have it here, and then we'll just console.log update it for now. Go ahead, export it into your app, and we'll use app.use slash v1 slash API slash to do slash, okay, that is there, to do's, and we'll use the to do router. Put it as TS. Let's see if we have, okay, Mongo is there. Dot .ts, yep. So we'll go ahead and run this. Denon run dash dash allow net dash dash allow dash read dash dash allow dash write dash dash allow dash env dash dash allow dash plugin dash dash unstable app.ts. Hope it works. Yes, the server is up. So now let's go ahead and test it whether it works or not. Open up a new tab, copy this, paste it here, and we'll use body raw type JSON. Say user name will be equal to, we'll be using the previous one, Johnny user is Johnny user, and what else we'll be sending is to do's, and the to do's will be an array of string. We'll say wash hands, stay safe. Okay, now let's change the route. It's API to do's slash insert. Make sure it's post API to do's insert. Let's send it. Okay, we have an error. Let's see what the error is. So it's saying request.body is not a function. Let's check our controller. This looks right. It's not a oh, okay. So we haven't actually used the MongoDB insert to do. What it is doing is it's routing it to itself. You can see we do not have an import. So make sure you do not make such silly mistakes like me. We'll name it as insert to do by username. Save it by username. And let's see if we get it. Yes, we get it here. We'll paste it, save it. Okay, to do kind of okay, MongoDB dot ts. Let's wait for it to compile. Yep, server is up. So now before inserting, let's just see what the Johnny user is all about. Go to our MongoDB cluster, open it. I don't know why they ask this every time. Log into it. Projects. Can you not open projects directly? Collections. Let's see what we have in our database. Okay, so in Johnny user, we do not have any to do right now. So let's see what happens. So we're gonna send this now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here you can see it has inserted, it has logged this. So now let's refresh and see. And there you can see the to do is there. and you can see we have both our to-dos. So we have updated it, and we need to actually check whether the match count is 1 and the modified count is 1. This is how we'll make sure that our data has actually been inserted and send an appropriate message. So let's do that. We'll say if updated dot match. Let's copy this so that we do not make spelling mistake. Matched counts is greater than 0 if it matches any, and if the modified count updated dot modified count is also greater than 0, then we'll send dot status will be 200, yeah, 200, and we'll send okay. Okay. Now if it is not, we will send res.send some maybe 400, no, not 400, 4 not found. Okay, it's very confusing. Let's just go ahead with 4 not 4 basically, yes. No, we'll go ahead with bad requests and send bad request, or actually we should go by 500 at if it has not been updated, that means there is some in server error. So we'll say internal server error. Let's leave it at that. And now if there is no matched count, now we can say res.send that we did not find any matching user. So that will be a 404 dot send bad, not found, actually not found. Save it, and now let's test it. What happens? Send does not exist. Okay. Okay, sorry, it's status and status. Let's save it, and the server is up. Now if we add one more, stay home, let's see if we get okay. Yes, we get okay. And if we refresh our database, we'll see the array. Yes, we have our stay safe, stay home also added. Now let's check the error condition. So this actually we cannot test because it depends on the server, but we can test not found. So we'll add some random gibberish, send it, and we should get not found. Yes, so we have got not found. Now I saw one mistake in the previous video that I made, not actually mistake, something that I'd left out. That was in user controller. So we haven't actually checked before inserting whether the user is already existing or not. So if I try to insert the same user again, it will insert, which should not happen. So for that, what we can do is we'll get the we'll get the body, and in the body, I removed it because the body while signing up will not send the array list. So that we will be adding from our side and then we will be sending. For now, we'll keep it null or an empty array basically. So what we need to do is we need to say if body dot user name, not this, but let's make another, is user uh, user exists. We'll first query the DB like we did by saying await the same function. And now if user exists is null, then we can continue with our insertion. So we'll save it. Now what we need to do, we need to actually create a new user or a user with a new format. So we'll say const user uh, user details, maybe user details is of type user sign up type, yes, that is it. And which is, now first we'll put the name, uh, the name, I think name is there, yes, name is body dot name, then username will be body dot username, then password will be this encrypted password. We'll paste it here. Next is email will be body dot email, and lastly to do will be null, or let's just leave it at this, yes. Now we can go ahead and save our user. We'll pass here the user details, yes. And if the user is not null, else what we will be sending is rest dot status bad request 400 dot send user already exists. Let's save it. Cannot user types. Why are there two imports? Remove it. Save it. And let's test it. If we try to post this again, we should get that error. Yes, so we can see it works. Now let's just change it a little bit. Say Johnny, no, Johnny user 1 and send it. And here we'll check our database, refresh it. So here we can see we have an array, which is an empty array. And we have inserted Johnny user 1 with the correct format of password. So that is it. It's been long for this video, so let's just cut it here. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.